RAYAN and Amine Adli completed a sensational second-half comeback for Bournemouth against Everton before Jake O'Brien was sent off in 8 mad minutes. Toffees boss David Moyes thought he was on his way up to 6th in the table after Iliman Ndiaye scored from the spot just before the interval. Sign up for the football newsletter. Thank you. Iliman Ndiaye gave Everton the lead from the penalty spot in the 42nd minute. RAYAN levelled the scores in the 61st minute with a thumping header. But after striker Thierno Barry missed a clutch of chances, Bournemouth suddenly woke up and caught their opponents cold. Barry had his first opportunity after a dull first half hour. Then we saw why Moyes continued to doubt the young Frenchman even after he finally began hitting the net after 16 nightmare games following his £27. 6M arrival from Villarreal last summer, the 23-year-old suddenly produced 4 goals in 6 appearances, almost from nowhere, given his previous awful finishing. But he was back to his very worst again after James Garner's viciously spinning free kick was spilled by Jor Petrovic. Barry hurtled in to connect just 4 yards out from goal, only to hook his effort wide. Iraola's side played well for their 1-1 weekend draw at Villa Park, but in the first half of their first visit to the Hill Dickinson Stadium, they were distinctly average. Most read in football. Sun Vegas welcome offer. Get £50 bonus when you join. The Toffees looked far more dangerous as they tried to win at their £800 million new home for the first time in over 2 months. And they got their reward 3 minutes before the break. Central defender Jarrad Branthwaite found himself offering a threat at the other end of the pitch. RAYAN clumsily clipped him in the box and referee Andy Madley had no real decision to make. Up stepped Ndiaye, and the Senegalese winger, who returned to the Prem last month as an AFCON winner, made no mistake from 12 yards. Everton were almost 2 ahead 3 minutes after the break as Petrovic made a complete hash of a clearance. Ndiaye pounced in an instant, only for James Hill to make himself a hero with a desperate lunge as Barry closed in. Amine Adli completed the turnaround in the 64th minute. Credit Alamy. Jake O'Brien was shown a red card 5 minutes later for denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Credit Shutterstock editorial. Not that the struggling striker would have been bound to score. He soon blew another golden chance as Ndiaye continued to torment his side's sluggish opponents, but failed again from 6 yards out. RAYAN thought he'd won a Cherries penalty in a clash with Vitaly Mykolenko, but VAR Michael Salisbury disagreed, and the attacker ended up with only a booking for dissent. But he had a big smile on his face in the 61st minute as he met Adrian Truffert's cross to power a header home. With Moyes' side reeling, Adli pounced 3 minutes later with another header, just as impressive, from Hill's brilliant cross. And it only got worse for Everton as O'Brien was red-carded for a challenge on Adli, which was deemed to have denied a goal-scoring opportunity. Recommended stories. Bournemouth's 4-minute turnaround marked the 2nd season in a row that they'd come from behind to win against the Merseysiders. The Cherries overturned a 2-0 deficit at Goodison Park last August thanks to 87th, 92nd and 96th minute goals from Antoine Semenyo, Lewis Cook and Luis Sincistera. Comments.